Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a spectacular Bethune DB25 moon phase Starry Sky. 44 millimeters in white gold, this timepiece features an extraordinary combination of craft art and high technology. Only 12.8 millimeters thick, in spite of its large diameter, it's broad, flat, and elegant, with a 50.5 millimeter lug-to-lug measurement and a 24 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You can see it fits well. It's large, but I can see you wearing this watch on a wrist down to 14 centimeters because it's not broad across the wrist, nor is it particularly thick, as at under 13 millimeters with a sloped bezel, it will fit underneath a dress cuff. De Bethune makes their own dials, cases, and movements, so this watch is all L'Auberson. The strap, large rectangular scale alligator leather, semi-gloss black monotone stitch. You can see it has folded edge profiles. Gator on the bottom too, small round scale. Gator on top and bottom makes for a longer wearing, more durable strap. A simple and handsomely streamlined white gold pin buckle to match the watch, and the watch features lug profiles that somewhat echo the lines of the buckle with those little torpedo-shaped cabochon or ogival cones. The enduring design trait from the original 2002 DB1 chronograph. Those little bullet-like torpedo ends were more pronounced on the original, but they've endured to the present day as a continuous design theme throughout the De Bethune line. The lug profiles are more conventional than you'll find on the better-known floating lug DB28s and 27s. They also have a lovely, airy, almost skeletal appearance because of the way they've been evacuated, polished on the outside and then frosted on the inside. The case band features a few articulating character lines. The bezel overlaps a little bit with some swell, and then character lines caused by the junction of the mid case and the case back create circumferential definition. So it is a thin watch, but it does have quite a few articulating creases. The crown, as you can see, has been drilled and knurled, and then the bezel frames a dial entirely of blued titanium. This process for fire bluing titanium is a De Bethune patented process that is unique to the brand, and if you've ever seen titanium oxide, you know that it is in fact white, not blue. So achieving this blue hue on a mirrored surface is exceptionally difficult. It's their state secret. Now, taking a quick look, you can see outboard there are little cabochons polished that represent the hour indices, and then if we get very close, you can see that there are little beads of white gold. They're actually pegs that are inserted into drilled slots in the dial to create, for example, the image of the constellation Orion, as well as the smaller celestial bodies. If you look to 12 o'clock, you can see that there is a patented moon phase. It is a spherical moon phase, accurate to 1,000 years, and it's one half blued steel, one half white palladium, and there is a quick set so you can rapidly and easily set it using the crown. So if you want a little bit of theater to impress your friends, you can rapidly operate that moon phase and change its color split. The hands at center are polished and beautifully vaulted to trace the arc of the outer track. Taking a quick look at the reverse side of the watch, you can see the caliber is spectacular. Caliber 2105, manual wind, twin self-adjusting barrels, 6-day power reserve. There's a power reserve indicator at the base. You can see there are plates over the barrels as well as the base plate that are steel and entirely black polished, finished to a mirrored shine manually with diamond paste. Triple parachute shock protection. Note that the shock protection system, its outer springs, it's Inca block at the center, but the outer springs are based on a beautifully hand-finished structure that's mirrored up its center, and then as you can see, beautifully beveled on its edges. The beveling here, the anglage, as good as any in the world. Though the appearance is avant-garde, the finish is very traditional. You can see satination on the barrels, black polished screw heads with chamfered slots, and then we have a balance that is a solid disc of silicon with a rim of white gold. That's patented. It has a minimal coefficient of thermal reactivity, meaning it won't expand or contract based on temperature, which keeps the chronometry of the watch dead accurate. The timepiece does have 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs. This is to reduce shock-induced timing deviation and reduce the chance of damage. It recenters the balance staff quicker than a conventional system, which allows the watch to suffer less disruption from concussion or vibration. The hairspring is 2 pieces shaped by hand, joined together to create the concentric breathing of an overcoil, but without the thickness and shock susceptibility of an overcoil. Then finally, we have a proprietary silicon escape wheel to increase power reserve and reduce parasitic drag. All of this beating away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, pivoting on 29 joules. And again, you do have this power reserve scale scale up and down at the base with twin sapphire-lined self-adjusting barrels for minimal friction and maximum power reserve. 30 meters water resistant, but then that's not exactly a diving watch. This one is for fun, high, and dry. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.